Okay, good afternoon, depending on the time you're listening to me. Today, I want to talk about a culture that we have in my office, and every day we recite the Serenity Prayer, and it's actually thought provoking. The Serenity Prayer says, God grants us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's as simple as that. But as simple as it is very powerful. And let me just break it down so that we can understand the deep meaning of what this prayer is all about. God grant us the serenity, the peace, the calmness, the understanding to accept the things that we cannot change, which means there are things that we cannot change. There are things that are beyond your control. And you must have the understanding to accept those things, that you cannot change everything. And the second part of the prayer is the courage to change the things we can. There are things that is within your power that you can change. So you need courage to change the things that you can change. And the wisdom to know the difference. That's the third part. You need wisdom. Wisdom is required to know the difference between things that you can change and things that you cannot change. The reason why a lot of us panic, anxiety gets worse is because we want to change the things that we cannot change. And what are the things that you can change? The things that you can change are things that are within you. The things you can change are things that are within your control, the things that lies in you. Like you can change the way you respond to other people, but you cannot change the way other people will respond. You can change the way you can set your own boundary, but you don't have power over other people's boundary. You can change the way you speak to people. You can change the way you treat other people. You can change the way you spend your time. You can change what you give your attention to. But you don't have power over other people's life. A lot of us are worried because you are trying to change the life of other people. No, they are not within your control. You can change the way you can change the way you let other people affect you, the way things other people says to you. That is, you can say something to me and I interpret it rightly within myself, and it won't affect me. But you can't control how other people interpret their words. You can't control how other people interpret their action. You can't control how people perceive things. Because the way people perceive things is dependent on their understanding, is dependent on their mindset, is dependent on their exposure, is dependent on their experiences in life. But you can change the way you allow these things get into you. This I'm telling you is a form of self-care. By not allowing things that you don't have power over, to control your life, to determine whether you'll be happy or you will not be happy. You can't control the future. We can only prepare for the future. We can only try to put things in place. You can't control. Life will happen. And the way life will happen to everybody differs. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what will happen even the next 1 hour. You can't control your past. The past is the past, and it needs to be left there. You can't go to your past to correct certain things or to change. You can't go to your past to change certain things, but you can change how you respond to the thoughts of your past. You can change. You can't change other people's belief. I said that you can't change other people's perception. So I'm using this opportunity to teach you and to help you change how you see things. So can you say this serenity prayer after me? God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can change, the courage to change the things, the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I wish you all the best as you take full control of your own self and not trying to take full control of another person. Bye.